Hey, what's going on? Professional shooting coach Collin Castellaw. On today's episode of Broke to Smoke, I'm going to show you exactly how the Ball brothers became two of the best shooters in the NBA. Let's find out. All right, Lonzo and Lamelo are both having phenomenal seasons, and one major reason is because both of them used to have suspect jumpers, and now they're two of the best shooters in the NBA. And there's a few main reasons why this occurred. Number one, they got with some shooting coaches that actually knew what they were doing. So there's a lot of cool stuff that you can take away because I see a lot of their old habits that a lot of young players are doing, right? So the very first thing I want to talk about is the shot line. And the shot line is basically where the ball comes up your body, right? For both brothers, when they were growing up, they had really offside shot lines, meaning that as they're getting ready to shoot, they're both right-handed, they would bring the ball at the left side of their body, right? Lonzo had it like way over here on the left side of his head, and they'd shoot this direction. Now, the reason why this is an issue is anytime you're bringing the ball outside of a straight shot line, you have to get it back into the correct position to shoot it straight, right? We always say a straight shooter is a great shooter. And so it's very difficult if you're bringing the ball outside of your shot line to bring it back straight and then release straight without kind of any outside variable. So if you notice now, both Lonzo and Lamelo are much better at bringing the ball closer up the center of their body so that it doesn't move as much left to right and can release straight towards the basket. Because if you can eliminate those left to right misses and variables, you're instantly going to become a better shooter. And they have both done a fantastic job of doing just that. So what I want you to do, set your phone down directly in front of you, about where the camera's at on me right now, and just take some jumpers. Look at it in slow motion. Where's the ball going? Is it going off to the side? Is it going straight up? Is it going off to this side? And that's going to tell you if you have a straight jumper, right? The first drill I love to do to fix this is just tapping my thigh before I shoot. Spin the ball to yourself, tap your thigh just right above your knee on your shooting hand side, and then fire right up into your shot. That's going to help you learn to keep that ball nice and straight as you go up and down. All right, the next thing that the Ball brothers both improved is their alignment. Now, the alignment is basically how your body is interacting with the basket, right? And so if you have a great shot line, that's perfect, but it doesn't matter as much if your alignment's way off, right? If my body's twisted super far this way, or if my body's twisted super far that way, right? So the key that I always like to think about alignment is your shooting hip, or the hip on the same side as your shooting hand, should be slightly tilted and pointed towards the basket, right? So instead of being squared where both hips are pointing towards the basket, I want my right hip slightly closer and on a string straight to the basket. Now, because of that, if we add that with our straight shot line, it's gonna keep everything smooth and it's gonna allow my shooting elbow to fall underneath the basketball rather than being out, right? And so if we can get everything to fall underneath in a line, it's gonna be a lot easier to push the ball straight to the basket. And again, a straight shooter is a great shooter. So think about your shooting hip, right? I'm probably the only shooting coach who's ever gonna talk about this, but it's one of the secret keys and one that Lonzo and Lamelo have both done fantastically. All right, next, we're gonna talk about the sweep. This is what your feet do when you jump on your jump shot. Now, commonly, and this is what a lot of coaches will tell you, is that you're supposed to land in the same spot, right? Be on balance, jump straight up and down. That's actually wrong compared to what works best for most players, right? So instead of jumping straight up and down and landing on the same spot, we want to generate more momentum into our body and into our jump shot. And we can do that by sweeping our feet forward. Now, the key to this, and that Lonzo and Lamelo have both done great, is they've been better at having their sweep be not out of control, right? A lot of times you might have seen where like Lamelo or whoever would, sweep their feet way out and they'd land off balance and stumble back into the crowd or whatever it was. Now, both Lonzo and Lamelo are doing a much better job of having a controlled sweep where when they jump, they might start on the three-point line and end just maybe like a foot or a foot and a half inside. Now, because of that, it produces this pendulum in their body, right? So as they're getting ready to shoot, as they let the ball go and they release, it's actually swinging that momentum through their body into the basketball and towards the hoop. So it's much more effortless on the rest of their mechanics. So take a look at your sweep, right? Put your camera down, film yourself shooting, whatever it is, and see where you're starting and see where you're landing, right? Big key is you want to land closer to the hoop, a lot of times on the inside of the three-point line, but you want to land going straight towards the hoop. A big mistake that a lot of players make, Lonzo and Lamelo previously included, is when they shoot, they go off to the side, this direction, right? Or sometimes off to this other side. So you want to think about sweep towards the hoop, nice and straight. That's gonna give you more power, more momentum. All right, now since you made it this far in the video, I'm gonna reward you. I'm gonna give you a free copy of my quick draw shooting workout. This is a workout I put together to help you specifically get a faster jump shot that you'll get more shots in game, because more shots means more points. So all you gotta do is click the link in the description down below or the pinned comment to go ahead and get free access today. Also, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you come back because we got all sorts of fire coming your way. And until next time, splash on. Buckets! Aye!